In this video, I'll go over how to keep Docker containers running on your Synology NAS up to date, either manually using the Docker web interface available through DSM or automatically using the application Watchtower. Before going on, I'd like to cover a few things in preparation for the rest of the video. First, when setting up your Docker containers, make sure to use volumes and, more specifically, bind mounts as it relates to this video. Bind mounts map a file or directory from the Synology NAS host system to a specific location within the Docker container. This helps in managing persistent data that is used by Docker containers, and I go over setting up volumes in my video on running pihole on a Synology NAS using Docker. I'll leave a link to the specific location where I cover volumes in that video in the description below. I'll also provide a link to Docker's documentation on bind mounts if you'd like to read more about the topic in the description below as well. Speaking of Pi-hole, I'll be updating Pi-hole Docker containers in the examples I go through in this video. Pi-hole has a nightly image that I'll take advantage of, so I don't have to wait for weeks or even months for a new image to be released, which speeds up my ability to work on and release this video. Lastly, I'll be using the command line throughout the video, so make sure to enable SSH if you would like to follow along. And I go over setting up SSH in my Manage a Synology NAS with SSH video, which I'll also link to in the description below. I'll start off by first doing a manual update on the Pi-hole Docker container running on my Synology NAS. Here I've connected to the NAS through the DSM web interface and through SSH as well in this split screen setup. From the command line, I'll run the sudo docker image ls command to display the Pi-hole images that have been downloaded. I'll then run this docker container command, piping its output through grep and look specifically for any line that contains image. Here we see that the current Pi-hole container is using the Pi-hole image that we saw from the previous command. Now in DSM, I'll launch the Docker package and navigate to registry. Here I'll search for Pi-hole and download the latest nightly image. This will replace the image that was previously tagged as nightly, and we can see this by running the docker image ls command once again. At this point, we're ready to update Pi-hole by first going to container from within the Docker web interface, then stop the running container. Once the container is stopped, I'll make sure it's selected, then click on Action and Reset. This brings up a warning window letting us know that all data will be lost on reset, but we don't have to worry about losing anything because the Pi-hole container was set up using volumes to make sure that data remains persistent, so I'll click on Yes to continue. Now, after the reset is completed, I'll click Action and Start, which starts up the container with the new image. I'll also use the command line to confirm that the Pi-hole container is using the new image as well, which we can see that it is. For good housekeeping, I'll remove the old and unused Pi-hole image by running the docker image prune command and select Y or Yes when prompted. Now, if I list the Docker images once again, we can see that only the latest nightly image remains. To automate updating Docker containers, we'll use the application Watchtower, which itself runs as a Docker container. Watchtower monitors running containers looking for changes to the images that the running containers are currently using. If a change to the image is detected, Watchtower automatically restarts the container with the new image. Watchtower is highly customizable, and you can learn more about its various features and options from their website, which I'll link to in the description below. To set up Watchtower to completely automate updating Docker containers, we'll need to use the command line to set things up, and I've already connected to my Synology NAS through SSH. I've also launched the Docker web interface from within DSM and switched to the containers listing. Now I'll run this command listed here on screen, which I'll also include in the description below. What this command will do is create a new Docker container in detached mode, which will run the container in the background. I've also given it a name of Watchtower. Set it up to restart unless the container was explicitly stopped. Passed in a volume mounting the Docker Unix socket to the container, allowing Watchtower to communicate with the Docker API, as well as mounting the etc local time file from the Synology NAS to the container so Watchtower can be set up with the proper time zone. I've also passed in a few environmental variables. The first being the Watchtower poll interval, which controls how frequently Watchtower runs in seconds, 3600 or an hour in this setup, and Watchtower cleanup, which removes old images after containers have been updated. Lastly, we'll be using the container Watchtower image. I'll run the command, and now we can see that the Watchtower container has been created and it shows up in the Docker web interface as well. I'll select the container, click on Details, then from the Watchtower window, I'll select Log, and if I mouse over the latest log entry, I see that Watchtower is set up properly and will run its first check in an hour as I specified when creating the container. I have another Synology NAS with Watchtower polling every hour and automatically updating running containers, specifically the pihole container that is using the pihole nightly image like in the setup that we just went through. Here, if I bring up details for the Watchtower container and select Log from the Watchtower window, we can see from any of the dates listed that Watchtower runs every hour, and if it does detect a new Pi-hole nightly image, it stops the running Pi-hole container, recreates the container with the new Pi-hole nightly image, and removes the old Pi-hole image. Hopefully the information in this video on keeping Docker containers running on a Synology NAS up to date helped you out, and if it did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Also, consider subscribing to this channel and check out some of my other videos listed here on screen. Lastly, consider supporting my work by checking out the Support This Channel section in the description below. Thanks so much for watching.